Hello, welcome to Maslow Tarot. I've prepared a pick a card reading for you. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to give you a moment to pick your pile. We have pile 1 right here with the red tiger's eye. And then we have pile 2 with the star jasper. And pile 3 with the iolite. So just take a moment or pause the video. So it's pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And these will be timestamps in the comments below. All right, so we're going to start with pile 1. So we have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? And then with that, we have the Child of Spells. I'm gonna zoom in. I guess we can just do side by side. So boundaries and Child of Spells. Let me get to my notes here because I did prepare these. This is kind of a way for me to brush up on the actual reader's meanings and to share the breakdown with you and also put my intuition on it. So for the first card, all right, so where can you create clear boundaries? Does this have to do with friends, family, or work? Notice how she's pushing all these reaching hands away. Someone could be asking a lot of you at this time, or you have a lot of different responsibilities or wear many hats. So be careful of saying yes when you mean no. It does lead to resentment. So this generally would start small with a lot of small yeses, and then it just overwhelms and resentment starts to grow, and then you'll start to feel depleted or taken advantage of. So saying no and having boundaries is actually a pretty spiritual practice. So yes, when you actually mean it, means giving unconditionally clearer boundaries, lets others know where they stand. Saying yes when you mean no, it's time to check in what part of you needs something from them. Could also be seen as maybe a need for approval or fear of being seen a certain way. With the Child of Spells coming out with this card, it did come out reverse. Pretty much it's like the audacity, right? It's an audacious attempt, a well-meaning mistake, childlike enthusiasm, curiosity and bravery. It's a risk taker. A call to put time into your studies and craft, trial and error, easily distracted, or someone will not take no for an answer or won't give up easily. So this could be somebody who you're trying to create boundaries with that just keeps trying over and over. So they're just not getting the hint. So this is probably where you need to create clearer boundaries. This person could be asking too much of you at this time or isn't there when you need them. So it might be time to re-examine that relationship. All right, so that was card 1 with the red tiger's eye. For card 2, we have perspective. So none of this matters. Zoom out and find common ground. I love this card. Just look at it. And then we have the fairy wind. So it's time to take a step back and look at the bigger picture with the perspective card. Could be a reactive me against them feeling. It's time for a shift in your point of view. Zoom out, take time to wake up. Realize if there's some ego blocks or egocentricity happening. Could be lost in your individual experience and proclaiming something that is your truth, whereas there are many other truths that are possible. Most things people or we worry about are naturally just distractions. It's definitely an energy of wasting time fighting when it should just be coming together to find a solution or to heal what's been severed. There was a quote within the book on this card I really liked. It's your soul's experience is a flash in the timeline of the known universe. So it's really just a bunch of really small stuff happening. And there's just so much more to be learned. So a way that we can do this is finding common ground, gaining greater perspective of humanity in this fleeting moment. So realizing everybody's having this big picture view or small isolated view in this big picture world. With the 7 or the fairy wind, I believe it's temperance. It's time to get back to nature. Hear the treetops rustle in the wind. There's a great shift. Sorry, I said that really weird. So it's time to immerse yourself in the loud silence of nature. So really taking time to ground and see the beauty in the small, effortless things that just are. It's a feeling of excitement or an urge to chase or follow your own path. Signs of confirmation. Things pick up speed, success, swift, positive outcomes, and continue with confidence. You might be getting some good news at this time. Might be time to self-govern, making sure that your energy is going towards something that is fruitful to others, not just yourself, and an independent achievement. So you could be isolating your achievement based on what you think is a good thing, but it's time to also zoom out and view what you're working on to see what other benefits it provides. Because I feel like you could be only seeing one piece of the puzzle, but really it's like there's so much more that it's doing for people or for your work or for your relationship. Okay, so we got card 3, and that was Star Jasper. Very pretty. And then card 4, the iolite. Card 4 was no. Wait, postpone, pause, and say no. Sorry, that was card 3. I think I said 4. And then we have 8 of spells. So you are being called to pause. You could potentially be saying yes when you're not aligned with it. That could be draining you at this time. If that's true, you should take a look at pile 1. Timing is everything. Not receiving clear guidance is actually the guidance in itself. So if you keep asking the same question over and over again to the universe, what am I supposed to be listening to? What am I supposed to be learning from this? That could be the message within itself. Like you haven't learned it yet, or it's not done yet. You're in a waiting period. This could be time for your body to regenerate or catch up with everything you have going on around you. This could be a need to postpone or wait so that the path can be forged for you. The universe is constantly creating and doing things on your behalf, so it could just need some extra time. It's also a call to take a break. You don't need to be constantly forging forward. And don't force things. Just because it could seem like the only option, it's not good to force it. Just let it happen naturally. Waiting is productive, so you are ready to dive in. So this is like, it might feel, it's like that everybody hates the P word, patience, right? Really, if you know you're waiting for something, it could just be, what can I do in the meantime to prepare so that when this crosses my path, I'm fully ready to move forward. All right. And then we have 8 of spells, which is 8 of wands. I love all the owls. So this is time to focus on the messages that are coming in. Time to reflect on those messages, everything that happened. You might have just went through something where a lot of changes or a lot of dominoes fell. So it's time to kind of recognize that, acknowledge all the energy that just recently took play. Owls and crows are spiritual messengers. And owls represent wisdom with certain respect to whatever situation is playing out in your 3D world. This is a calm before movement since it was in reverse, but you are on the precipice. Something is coming in for you. News is on the way. You could have been aiming for a goal, but there is progress even if you are in a waiting period or a pause. Progress is now forging ahead for you without you having to act on it, which is really cool. Nice, pile 3. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. If you do like this reading, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. Thank you so much. Bye.